It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and we'll get a look here at wideout A.J. Brown. And with him, any catch could be a big one. He's the NFL leader in touchdown receptions. It's the Browns and the Bengals coming up next.
With the Ohio River and the hills of Kentucky just to our right, we welcome you into Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and yes, it's January 7th, but we haven't seen you since New Year's Eve, so we have to say Happy New Year, one and all. And partner, Happy New Year to you. This is it, the conclusion of the 2023 season. Hard to believe, but we got a good one here between division rivals. And you like what the NFL's done here, making Week 18 all-division games.
I think it's one of the more inspired.
Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Cincinnati. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here come the Bengals now to take over. Leading them out, the last active player remaining from the 05 draft, and a name that dominates headlines year-round, Aaron Rodgers.
I like this guy. And
first down, and they'll start with Algier. They'll get this to the 24, and it's second down. Now, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener, and it was the visiting Bengals who came away with a victory in that one, so they'll look to take the season series now here at home in Cincinnati. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and it's third down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. But you look at this Browns defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season, but if they have any hopes of making waves in January, they've got to improve in this area.
Fourth down, so they send out Trenton Gill. Back deep here, Andre Roberts. This is taken at the 23.
Holding, receiving team.
A pretty good return, all things considered, but holding.
I agree with you totally. It's actually a return that they were going to be very proud of, but when you end up holding and bringing it back, now your offense has to start a little bit deeper in their own territory.
Now this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. From the 32-yard line now, here's second and a yard. That's caught out wide by Cooks. That one a first down pickup of 8. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
This is probably why this guy's got multiple MVPs on the mantle. We're used to seeing him make the impossible throws, but here Mahomes knows he's got nothing, so wisely just gets rid of it.
To throw, it's Mahomes. That one complete to Joe Reed. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Here's 3rd and 3. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And he's got some space here. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Mahomes now on first down. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, momentary speed back there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
On second down, here's a run with Hubbard. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on third down.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Bengal offense on their way out as we look at the playoff race in the AFC. Well, we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position number 1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things. But winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
But certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
Throw left side, take it in by Pittman. And he'll be down at the 46. Well, they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. From the 46, here's 2nd and 2. On play action, Rodgers. Open man, there's Darnell Washington. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Throwing the out route, finding Thornton for the completion. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. First and goal at the 8-yard line. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal. Rodgers again now. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free. And his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Roberts electing not to try it, and this will come out to the 25. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Mahomes now to throw. He'll get that complete to Reed. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 3rd down and 6. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1. From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd and 9. Mahomes going to throw. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Mahomes. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. They go play fake. Mahomes. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They fake the give. Now Mahomes checks this down to Hubbard. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he gets it down to the 32. 47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. DJ Jones drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. Aaron Rodgers, he's getting ready to go again here on offense. Last series, the ball never hit the ground. 6 of 6, touchdown pass, so whatever he did then, do it again, right?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of when I watched the best quarterbacks throw 7-on-7 or even routes versus.
There he goes left side. Loose inside the 30. Hollywood Brown. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Marquise Brown, 94 yards. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And Roberts choosing not to bring this one out. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And he takes it across midfield to the 45. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. They'll run a draw now with Hubbard. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough at run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Bengals will get the football back.
Now that's just simply good coaching and excellent technique on that play. You know why? Because everyone wants to rush the passer when they want to throw the football, but you're not always going to get there. So what are you taught to do? When the ball's finally thrown, get your hands up in the passing lanes, and they batted that one away.
No. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. He completes it to Boyd. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Now here's Trenton Gill on to punt. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Here comes Chuba Hubbard. Let's take a closer look at him. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? Mahomes' throw complete there to Smith. So the completion good for just 3. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks. Great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. Here comes Mr. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, leading out this offense. He's up over 100 yards, has the touchdown. He's a big-time receiver in this league, so the question becomes, how do you limit him going forward?
Well, you know the guys trying to cover him, they haven't had a whole lot of success thus far, and while they will still accept the challenge, maybe you have to change your focus. You have to get after the quarterback a little bit, disrupt his timing. Because right now it feels like pitch and catch. Make sure he's not able to have clear sight lines to him, and maybe that'll slow him down.
And this is not the guy you want to let play pitch and catch. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. Not a great start to this drive. You had the sack, now the false start.
I mean, it doesn't take much to either read lips or just imagine what the head coach is saying right now. Get your head in the game, guys. Let's go.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. 3rd and 9 here. In motion right is Pittman. And they'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And here's Trenton Gill now. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Here comes Chuba Hubbard. Let's take a closer look at him. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space. And just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And that nearly intercepted. Hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. Jake Camarda sent on now to punt this away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And taken right on the 30. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And the Bengals take over, 1st and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. They'll send Boyd in motion left. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And he's going to take this across the 15 into Browns territory. The Bengals at 15-1 on the year. And I tell you, it has been a few months now since they've tasted defeat, and they are without question the hottest team in football.
And I'm really not sure who's going to beat them right now, because to me, they have to be the favorites to go all the way, because they're not just beating teams, they're dominating them. It's been fun to watch them play, not just in their winning, but how they're getting it done.
So 1st down, and they'll stick with Algier. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 43-yard line.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Connects with Kittle underneath. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 3rd and 4 now. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. 3rd down, here's Patterson. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a 1st down.
Holding offense.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
So here's a 3rd and 14. Now Rodgers. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now it's Rodgers. He'll get this one to Pittman. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. This pass caught with the 4. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. He's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, it took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Here's Rodgers. Slant pass to Bull. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Well, he's got it. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's all down to this. Week 18 of the NFL regular season. Lots to be decided, so let's get right to it. Excellent first half from the former MVP Aaron Rodgers. He fired his guys into the lead with 2 first-half touchdown passes as they were looking like a well-oiled machine in the first half of play.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. Here's the All-Pro returner from 2018, Andre Roberts. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Browns offense set to go to work to begin this 3rd quarter. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the 3rd quarter, but you feel like if they don't give points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. To throw, it's Mahomes. A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And he's going to have a Browns first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Hubbard. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Man open left side is Brown. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. Starting the drive with Algier. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 14-yard line.
They'll stick with Algier. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now 3rd down and 7.
It's 3rd and 7.
Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And they will take over 1st and 10. Another opportunity now for the Browns offense. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man covers were so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A give up the middle, Hubbard. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
A 3-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Now Mahomes. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 23. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Mahomes now on first down. They'll run the screen with Hubbard. A little juke. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off. But a nice game there for a first down.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Jonnu Smith, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns have got it back to within a score. So, Charles, they had him double covered in the end zone. It still was not enough.
I wonder if they're thinking to themselves now, 2 didn't work. Do we go for 3 guys on him next time? Because he fought through all that extra attention, got himself into a great position where his quarterback felt confident enough to challenge the coverage and threw it his way. What a big-time play right there, both by the quarterback trusting it and by him going up and getting it.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. On first and 10, it's Algier. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Algier with another. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
With the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. Second down. Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get off on the snap, jump too quickly.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. He'll get this complete to the running back, Hubbard. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Short throw to Smith. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now Lutz for the field goal try. That's just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Lutz is good. And that will tie our score at 14. So the fumble recovery had him set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, They take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Ready to go on offense. Out come the Bengals. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now Rodgers. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. To return is Roberts. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And out will come the offense as they take over. Cleveland offense making their way out. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 88 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. That is caught. Shoves him away. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw taken in here by Fuller. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 17-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On the give, this is Hubbard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Right back to Hubbard. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Mahomes going to throw. He'll dump this one off to Hubbard. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. The kick by Lutz is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. Well, here we sit, week 17, just one more week in the regular season after this one. So if you're one of these teams trying to make a move and improve your spot or jump in from the outside, Charles, you better make that move now.
And these final games are often a good barometer for all those teams fighting for position or a wild card spot. They have to be able to get the job done these last 2 weeks before things get even tougher when the playoffs officially begin.
Well, give Downs here out of the gun. 2 yards, good enough for first. Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Rodgers going to throw. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Brings up 2nd down at the 29-yard line.
Out of his hands quickly to Pittman. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Patterson on the draw play. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Give Downs here from the shotgun. Oh, heck of a move. Oh, Nelson space to operate. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 41 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Out to the right and complete to Pittman. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 16-yard line.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. This is caught. And he's brought down. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it. So it's not that big of...
Touchdown, Bengals. Cordell Patterson taking it in. And the Bengals have taken a 4th quarter lead. This has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it. We got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Bengals 41, Browns 17.
Roberts electing not to try it, and this will come out to the 25. Heading out as a Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. On 1st down, they'll start out with Hubbard. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed 1st down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the 1st, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
6-yard return after a punt on 48. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. And out now, here come the Bengals. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. They'll give it to Patterson. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. The Bengals on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 15. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. What a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number 1, it's easy for him to get lost. And number 2, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
Trying the left side with Algier. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down. Quick slant to Brown, and they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Bengals will add to their 4th quarter lead. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And Roberts choosing not to bring this one out. Patrick Mahomes in the offense. Down by 11. A little under 2.5 to go. They have 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning to work with, but they also need 2 scores. They've got to go quick. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Caught on the right side, Reed. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Mahomes now on first down. Checks this down to Hubbard. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And once again, he'll get possibly back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
That means there's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
This one, an absolute must. It's 4th and 4. Now Mahomes got to have this one. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. The 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. Open man is Reed. He's got it. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. That'll be caught right side by Reed. Here's 1st down. Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. Mahomes will throw. This will be caught by Brown. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 16. Mahomes to throw it. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone going to be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Mahomes. Quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And this is going to be recovered by the Bengals hands team. And they're going to hang on and win this game. Well, 4th quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. Well, if you step back and look at this, CD, a pretty impressive victory. Not the best defense in the NFL they were going against, but it is a top 10 defense in this league, and they're pretty sound, but yet they found a way to get it done and get the victory.
Yeah, I got to give them credit because I think their game plan was really, really strong for this one. They knew where they wanted to attack. They knew how they wanted to execute, and they did it with confidence and a little bit of verve as well.
So for the Bengals, they finish off one of the best regular seasons of all time, 16-1, their final record. And now they'll have the week off as as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, the loss could be an impactful one as they'll finish at 11-6 on the year. And it's going to be wait-and-see time as they figure out their status for the upcoming playoffs. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.